One pathologist won a huge victory in his state after sharpening his professional skills in Washington, D.C. last year.
I was able to take that and then work with our state society to actually work on lobbying some of our state senators and Congress folks. And I think last year we were able to convince them to actually pass two pieces of legislation that are really important to pathologists.
And now he's back for more leadership lessons. Welcome to the nation's capital. I'm Nancy Johnson, and this is day one of the CAP's House of Delegates and Pathologists Leadership Summit. Today's HOD PLS session focuses on how pathologists can become more effective leaders and improve the management of their practices. From glass slides to digital. That's the transition Dr. Mary Gupta, Medical Director of Pathology for Gastro One in Memphis, made for her organization. As the leader of a small, scrappy team, she had to pitch the digital pathology program to the C-suite.
So we were basically paper to full digital computer in 2 years. Yeah, just me, an administrator, and an IT person, just three of us.
That sounds daunting.
It was a little daunting, but we did it.
Dr. Gupta explains how to pick vendors, get the right infrastructure in place, understand network speed, and set up validations. Her practice has seen improved turnaround time in signing out cases. Taking the initiative to go digital started when she faced a recruiting challenge.
I found that as I was recruiting the younger pathologists, that's their first question nowadays. You know, do you have digital? It's going to be the first thing that they ask.
How do you get to a long-term win? Whether you're negotiating for a new job or advocating for pathologists and patients on Capitol Hill. Today's collaborative negotiation session helped pathologists prepare and get ready for those high-stakes conversations. Dr. Rana Parekh leads workforce, communities, and connection at MD Anderson and is trained as a child psychiatrist. She worked with pathologists on real-world examples where they'll need to negotiate to advance their careers.
Classic example of collaborative negotiations is that next job that you want, promotion, flexibility, income, bonus structures, CME credits, all of that.
So they don't teach you that in medical school.
Well, they are starting to teach it in some medical schools. I think collaborative negotiations has always felt like it belonged in the business arena, but more and more medical students are actually getting taught collaborative negotiations.
Pathologists get to put their negotiation skills in practice right away Tuesday when they advocate with lawmakers for the issues that matter most to the specialty and patients.
On the Hill, for example, that you are all going to on Tuesday, that requires more extensive, perhaps, preparation, but you're looking at an opportunity to speak with another group that has differences of opinion on how we might ask for reimbursement as a specialty or how we may continue to practice with regards to various guidelines. And the goal is to remember that this is a long-term relationship.
And finally, after experiencing HOD PLS, it is hard to stay away, especially after getting a big win last time. Dr. Justin Wells is a division chief of pathology and labs at Innova Health System in Virginia. He used what he learned at HOD PLS last year to push an anti-steering bill that will protect patient care.
In fact, I went and actually got the sponsorship from the state senator and talked to him and convinced him to take it. And it got passed just a couple weeks ago, which is really exciting. And so it really showed the value of what I can learn here and how I can take it and actually affect all of what we do in pathology and laboratory medicine. So super exciting, and that's definitely why I'm back.
Be sure to tune in tomorrow for House of Delegates Day. The conversation will turn to the role of state pathology societies, as well as the shifting landscape around reimbursement. They'll also hear from candidates running for the Board of Governors, and another conversation will center on the role of emerging technologies and AI disruption. I'm Nancy Johnson. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Thank you for joining us.